With winter upon us, most Canadians are wondering about road conditions. Welcome back to Fraser Focus. We're here up at Hemlock Mountain Resort, about to simulate hazardous driving conditions and get a grip on winter driving.
You get stuck once, you never want to do it again. It's like the typical scenario of a break-in, right? You get the alarm after you get broken into. So somebody gets stuck, they have a little accident, maybe a bit of a scare with a hydroplane, they're going, right, I want to be prepared, make sure that my family's safe and the people around me on the road.
Most newer vehicles come with ABS or anti-lock braking system. What you do is you apply firm pressure to the brake, and that acknowledges to the car that you want maximum braking power. Now, if ABS fails, or if you don't have it, pump the brake continuously until you lock and then release suddenly. And here we are, the JoytvBC vehicle, suitably stuck. Tips for those individuals stuck in snow: don't have snow chains.
First tip is not to panic. If you start to panic, you start spinning out your tires, or you get yourself more stuck.
One of the simplest things you can do is keep an emergency preparedness kit in your car. This will have things like a blanket, a flashlight, and jumper cables. Also, before you get going, make sure you have clear visibility.
The biggest thing that you want to make sure that you do, though, is clearing out in between, on the front and behind the tires.
Front and behind.
So you have room to rock.
See, we're hitting the ice here. Now, some people have talked about kitty litter. Does that work? Yes. Yes, it does. Do we have any? No, we don't.
Seasons are great, but there's a certain degree of temperature. Nowadays, there's a lot of tires that are coming out with the snowflake severe warning. With that, you can have one tire that does it all year round. This is the symbol here you want to be looking for, the mountain with the snowflake. There's some tires that have just the M&S. There's guys that are notorious to say that's all we want is the M&S. But then there's customers that say, no, you know what? I want that snowflake rating. I want it under 6 degrees, my tire to be working in the negative weather. So let's say if you are driving locally and you do hit some ice, that snowflake will protect.
That is time of year, serious crashes where people get injured or killed almost double. So for example, in the month of December, this is 236 crashes compared to October, where there was 117 crashes.
It might require some pushing. It probably does require some pushing, actually. With 4x4s, that they're good to go. All-wheel drive is the way to go. And we often find that that's not the case.
No, that is not the case. Definitely you want to always carry chains with you, even if you have 4-wheel drive. And you want to know how to put them on. You want to know when to put them on the front.
Now in the winter, fuel consumption can go up by 30%. Yes, you want to warm the car up, but you want to avoid unnecessary idling. Now with most cars, you need about 30 seconds to warm it up and then drive away slowly. This will heat things up very quickly.
One more time, go. Now turn.
Turn to the right. Oh boy.
And how far do I want to go down here?
The key thing is, Dean, once you have momentum, don't stop. You want to keep your foot on and keep going so you can,
Now straighten out, perfect.
Lovely.
For conditions, the brake is not your friend.
Not at all.
Not at all.
But you always want small, tiny increments. You don't want to give a full brake. Yeah. You don't want to give it full gas. Learn that being prepared and learning about your vehicle's capacities, especially if it's all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or even front-wheel drive, is the best way to keep yourself and your family safe on the roads this winter season. You're watching Fraser Focus. More local stories when we come back.